Thank you for, excuse me, thank you so much for joining me. I am right now reviewing the California Bar question number 1 from July 2022. And one of the things that it would behoove you to do if you are taking even the first year students exam or just regular classes in law school is to review old exams, because when you review these hypothetical questions, they give you scenarios and an application of the law. It's like, if you take algebra and you don't practice doing binomial equations by hand, first, inner, outer, last, that please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, the order of operations. If you don't sit down and you don't do the actual exercises, it really is hard to remember all the information and the order of operations and come up with the right answer. But anyway, if you look at these answers, right, and you look at these fact patterns, I'm just going to talk about something that was in question 1. I'm not going to read the whole thing off, but I'm going to tell you that when I was reading this off, it kept talking about, well, I can't highlight this. It's talked about FOB and free on board FOB. So it's like, okay. And then I was looking at the model answer and I was kind of reading it off to myself, and I was like, yes, it's a UCC, and I'm going through how they answered it and how I would answer it. And I wouldn't write it this way, but hey, this is a model answer, and they found this exemplary, and this is what they put up. So you can go, by the way, you can just go to the California Bar and look at the model answers and the instructions and everything and review this material. But what I did is I snipped UCC 2319, because I think a lot of people, they get through UCC class and there's so much WTMI information that it's hard to absorb every single thing. And it's kind of like, okay, maybe I've got an idea of it. So even the persons that are answering this question and they have the FOB on there, they don't recognize that it's 2319, but they have a pretty good idea of what it means. And they used it in the sentences in a manner that seems to be illustrating or demonstrating that maybe they do understand. But basically what happens with FOB, or free on board, is that when you accept, there's an offer and acceptance and everything under UCC, and they put in the contract that once they ship it and it's free on board, it means that you accept the responsibility for if something happens in transit, for filing claims, and and then there's this reasonable person standard. We could probably go over to this page and look at it. So, and then there's the other one, that free AS, but that was not in there. So I thought it would be a good idea to review this area because it does come up sometimes in questions. And you can Google these things, but you really should look at the Uniform Commercial Code and look at how they have it written here. Now this is the LII, Legal Institute of Cornell Law, and they explain it in detail. And basically it says the details of what it actually means. So I'll put this link below if you want to look into it further. But it governs the answer, part of the answer to the California question that was July 2022. And Here they say, unless a question expressly asks you to use California law, you should answer only according to the legal theories and principles of general application. So when you're answering these essay questions, you're going to answer it the way you would uniformly across, or multi-state. You have these umbrella laws, and then you have more specifics. Some of the states, they add some extra things in. So with all that said, I want to thank you for listening, and I wish you luck in your studies. Again, this is about question number 1 on the July 2022 question from the California State Bar. And if you are studying for exams, really, really helpful if you go through them, read them, and if there's something in there that's kind of like, it sounds familiar, but you don't really remember, review it, because you might learn something new, or you might refresh your memory and reinforce it. You want to reinforce what you've learned. Okay, well, thanks for listening. Take care. Best of luck. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.